Skinny Hardaway 7T, back with another EP. Y'all do your boy a favor, y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. Whether you're here for a good time or a long time, greatly appreciate you sliding through. If y'all could hit that thumbs up button from your boy. I'm here today. I'm here today just pass on just to pass on the word, right? I don't know if y'all heard, but this news ain't coming from the Tea House, right? But this is the Tea House speaking on some news that have been put out. I can't confirm or deny like whether this story is true or not, but I have been hearing this story. You know what I mean? For a minute, I actually did report. You know what I mean? On this story, like when it first happened, right when the fight got pushed back, uh, I reported undisclosed reasons because I wasn't really sure of the reasons why Inoue got pushed back. I was under the assumption that it was an injury that maybe they didn't want to disclose. So I gave Inoue the Inoue. I said the Inoue. So I gave Inoue anyway, right, the benefit of the doubt, right, thinking that maybe it's an injury that he didn't want to disclose, but more news has surfaced since the fight has gotten so close. Cool boy Stephon Fulton and Monster Inoue are to fight this weekend, this Saturday. Next weekend, next Saturday, right? In one of the biggest fights of the year. Uh, News has resurfaced that originally that they was planning for them to fight like May the 7th, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. They were supposed to fight around May the 7th, you know what I mean? But then, Monster Inoue had to pull out for undisclosed reasons, right? Uh, Now this news is coming from ES News, right? I'm not, his name is passing me right now, but it's not one of the Hispanic guys, but one of the white guys on ES News. He came out and he was just talking about Monster Inoue, right? He said that Monster Inoue is a real. Basically, well, he didn't use the word prima donna, right? Because Monster Inoue is accomplished. He used the word that Monster Inoue is difficult to work with, and that was part of around the reason that was part of the reasoning, right, that the fight was pushed back. He said that Monster is hard to work with. Now the story is that Vada testing, WBC. Yeah, Sean from Fight Hype. Yep, that's the guy. Fight Hype. Why I say ES News. Yep, Sean from Fight Hype. Shout out my guy Tay D. Sean from Fight Hype said that Monster Inoue is difficult to work with, right? And he said earlier, when the fight was supposed to happen in May, that it wasn't necessarily an injury that got that fight pushed back between Monster Inoue and Cool Boy Step, right? But instead that he said Monster Inoue is a little difficult to work with. He gets treated like a king, right? He gets treated like because he is a king over there, right? In his country, he gets treated like a king. He gets all those, these extra, he got all this extra attention, all the extra treatment, all the extra pampering, right? You know what I mean? That he's accustomed to. He doesn't necessarily get that over here, right? Vada, Vada, they enrolled in the random drug screening, the Vada tested, right? Now, the story that Sean from Fight High was good, Shay. Gary, appreciate you sliding through this thing, Shay. Glad you can make it if y'all could. Hit that thumbs up for your boy when you roll on in. Now, what Sean from Fight Hype said, was that Monster Inoue is a bit it's kind of hard to work with, right? He said the reason the fight really got pushed back is because the drug testing people for the WBC for the title for the championship fight, right? I'm not really sure which sanctioning body sent it. I'm thinking that it's the WBC and the Nevada testing, right? But it is Nevada testing. They sent a random drug test to Monster Inoue, right? And the word is that Monster Inoue had a problem with the randomness of the drug test. They said Monster Inoue was offended that somebody randomly came to him and demanded that they draw and demanded that they draw his blood. You know what I mean? Like he had a problem with them not being able to draw his blood. Like, no, you're not going to randomly draw my blood. How could you just come in here and and demand me to take a drug test? Well, Monster Inoue, I'm not sure, how they do it over there, but it's called random drug testing, meaning they're going to randomly come to you and you're going to randomly have to take a drug test. The reason, right, that it's being said that the fight was pushed back originally is because Monster Inoue denied the random drug test from the WBC. He denied the first one, so they had to push the fight back. because they had to get a drug test in on Monster Inoue before they could continue the fight. What's good, Big Tex? What's good, Ray Buck? So what's being said right now is that the first fight was pushed back because Monster Inoue not failed a random drug test, but because Monster Inoue denied a random drug test, right? He said that he said, who the fuck you think he is? Just keep your teeth nasty in Japan. You know what I mean? So he was denied a random, he denied a random drug test, right? And that's why the first fight was pushed back. That's coming from Sean from I keep saying ES News from Fight Hype TV. You know what I mean? This is a report that Sean from Fight Hype TV put out. He said, he worked with him personally, and the reason and the real reason, right? It wasn't a hand injury. What came out originally was a hand injury, which is what I reported, right? They said undisclosed injuries, and then I reported a tip that it may be a hand. But now it's being said what really happened was that Monster Inoue, denied the random drug test. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that Monster Inoue is a user, but I remember Conor Ben, denied a random drug test. I remember the Charlos had actually missed their appointment or something like that for a random drug test at one point. And, everybody jumped on their case, but when this Monster Inoue kind of get slid up on the road, what's good, MP? Shout out my guy D Free. What's good, DB? Shout out my guy D Free. But I ain't gonna keep y'all in this thing too long. I greatly appreciate y'all folks sliding through. Skin the Hardaway Southern T. This ain't the past. This ain't the future. But this the present. That's how we rocking. And I'm out. Love.